Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to my channel. This is going to be Get Ready With Me. I thought I'd do a look that I recently did and got a lot of compliments. So I thought I'd come here. It's an all pink look. So the time I did it the first time was what am I trying to say? That was the very first time I did an all pink look. I have never done that. So this is the second time. So I have all the products that I used to do a pink look. So I did use this vinyl lip polish from Revlon. Fantastic product. And then oh my gosh, elephant in the room. My skin is super glowy, like it's been soaked in oil. This is the result of some sunscreen and some castor oil. So it's just all there. Don't worry, towards the end of the video, we'll set this face with powder. And then I also use this pink blush from Cover FX's Monochromatic Blush Duo in the shade MOJAVE Mauve. So that is the pink blush that I used. And then these are, hang on, let me open this. These are the shades we're going to use today. Probably not the green and the blues, just the pinks and then this peach maybe, and also maybe this blue. I believe I used this blue in that look, so maybe I'll just use that blue. And for a little matte, we will use the Viseart Grande Pro Volume 3. We have some pinks, not a lot of pinks. I think this is the only pink, and then there's a little bit of peach. So I thought just to use them. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to use. And let's get started, guys. And then after this, I really want to do I really wanted to do a favorites video, but we'll see. If I'm not tired from talking in this video, maybe I will, but otherwise if I'm too tired, maybe I'll do it another day, that's how I've been procrastinating my favorites video for like 2 weeks. I really wanted to do, I have my list, I have my box filled with stuff, but still haven't gotten the time to do it. So starting with my primer, as you guys know all the hullabaloo that's going on for a very good reason in the news. So many, COVID-19 has taken the entire world hostage, but hate crimes, discrimination, all these murders, all these horrible things are still going on, like as if it's a routine. That's like as if it's like just like going grocery shopping. Even with COVID-19, you need grocery shops to be open, you need to eat, you need to drink, just like that. It seems, it's apparent that it's more of a routine, and that is really disgusting and also troubling. So the most recent murder of Mr. Floyd has really shaken everybody, and I think it's triggered so many protests, and a lot of people are really upset. The first time I actually read this article, I thought, wait a minute, that's not the right name, because a month or so ago I read an article of a man who went, last month or so. I think that's when the COVID-19 was like at its peak, at least here in the States. So I think people were just like, the lockdown, things were not open at that time, and people were just like blowing off steam by going for a walk, right? Just like that, a young man went for a walk. He's actually pretty young. I think in his 20s for sure. He's not even in his 30s, I think. He's definitely younger than me. So he just went for a run, just like every person was doing at that point of time. If you're alone, if you live alone, or probably, well, I have an exercise machine at home, so I don't have to go out to exercise. And I'm not very fond of running, so I don't have to go, but a lot of people do. So just like that, this young man went out jogging. Let me show you what I'm planning to use. I'm planning to use this and then this in the crease, just as like a transition shade, and this too, and then maybe this to just deepen the crease. So these 3 shades. so that way I'm not like interrupting myself as I'm like talking to you. So this person, I actually unfortunately don't remember his name. I think it's Ahmed. His first name is Ahmed, I think. But it was definitely not an English name. That's why I got confused when I first read about Mr. Floyd. I was like, this is an English name. The victim whom I actually read recently, you know, last month, was a different name. How can there be a victim already? Another victim already. So anyways, going back to the jogger who like went jogging. That's pretty much all he did. He just went jogging, and then two males, like a son and a father, decided that he's a burglar, and then they took a gun and then they killed him. Imagine when you were just going, I mean, that is just crazy, guys. That is just like unbelievable. It's like a story that you would probably not believe. That's how I don't know. It's just crazy. Even to say it out loud is just like, how can this happen? You know, a gun is something that is, I'm just using a lighter color to just diffuse the darkness. You see how it's like slightly a little bit darker and kind of, it is blended, but it's a little slightly harsh. So I'm just using a little bit of yellow. So a gun is something that is used in the long range, right? That way you don't have to go near your enemy, right? That's why it was designed. It's designed for a war where you are like far away and then you attack the, you know, your enemy from far away. That way you don't have to go closer. But to have such a dangerous weapon at home, the fact that you can buy such a dangerous weapon like chiclets from a store, you know, like at Walmart. My gosh. Walmart, you can buy such a dangerous thing, and you're having it at home. At least this person didn't even get to like punch his attacker in the face. He wasn't close because he was like so far away, and he was just like shot dead like an animal, like a defenseless animal. This is just so sad, guys. Really, really sad. He just left his home thinking that I'm just going jogging. There's no way anybody's going to attack me. And then this happened and he was killed. My gosh. So back to, I'm just using, oh, hang on. I forgot to use this pink. I'm sorry. I just went to this dark color, but let me just blend it out before I use that. I didn't want to do that actually. It's such a, I'm using this hot pink. As you can see, it's like hot. So so when I read this news about Mr. George Floyd, right? I think his first name is George. So I was like, I'm positive this is not the victim that I read about like a month ago. Is this a new victim? Like, what? How is this happening when people are in lockdown? How is this happening when people are like the priority is to stay locked down, when the priority is completely different? How can this happen at such a short, at such a frequency, you know? So, but it turns out it's a different victim, and I did not, and his last words were so disturbing. I haven't watched that video yet. Even the words itself is like so disturbing. So I don't know, guys, this is so horrible. This is just like unbelievably sad. I don't know. Actually, let me tell you, this is actually more like a local news. I don't think this made like a national news or anything like that. So I just put some pink there. So this happened here in the Bay Area. I live in the Bay Area, so this happened in one of the cities in the Bay Area. So this lady, what she did was she made some racist pamphlet. So the contents of the pamphlet is pretty much this. I'm just like summarizing it. I'll maybe link that article down below for you guys to see if you want to. So this lady just made herself this. I'm just doing some lower lash line defining. So this lady just made herself a pamphlet that pretty much says, you don't belong here, you need to leave, you need to leave this country, this America should be like, she mentions, I don't want to say her hateful words here in my channel. So she mentions a particular race that is a race, and she says that America should contain only that particular race, so she says everybody else should just leave the country. So so that being said, what she did, and she that itself is a little disturbing, right? The message by itself is disturbing. And then she goes on to give a date, like like a deadline. She says that you should leave your house, take your belongings and leave your house within this particular date. Now this is where it gets really scary. Imagine receiving a note like that, and oh wait, and she goes door to door during COVID, when you're supposed to just sit at home and do nothing. This lady decided to go door to door now and deliver this hateful, horrible, scary message. She just, like, I think she stuck the pamphlet on everybody's door as far as she could go, as far as she could make it. And yeah, imagine opening the door and finding a note like that in front of your door. How scary that would be. I cannot even imagine, guys. It's like so scary. And then I think she posted it on, like, I don't think it was more like a social media thing, but yeah, at last the people got really scared off, like they should, and then they reported her, and then the police caught her, and we don't know what happened after that. So this is just it's scary. Like, nothing is slowing anybody down. Not like hate crimes are continuing as it, like I said, it's a routine, like as if it's like a routine it's going on, which is actually really horrible and really sad. But I don't know, like my parents' generations, the baby boomers, there's nothing you can do about them, but the millennials, I'm sure millennials are slightly better, but I don't feel this deep-rooted prejudice and hatred will actually come to an end in decades or anything like that. It's definitely going to take at least 2 or 3 generations to overcome that, and just by like doing nothing, it's not going to change. There has to be some. I understand protests are happening. Hang on, let me show you the shades that I want to use. So it's going to be like a spotlight look. So I'm going to use this stunner in the outer 1/3 and the inner 1/3 of my eye, and then in the center I'm going to use this red shade, so that is what I'm going to do right now. I've done my matte looks that I've done. So let's just continue with the shimmers. So I don't think the actual change where this hatred and dislike and prejudice for no reason, it's not going to change. I know people are protesting, and I think that's incredible, like especially at this time where you are supposed to, they are taking so much risk. The protesters are taking so much risk, and they're so passionate about it. They're coming to the streets and they're protesting. Just unbelievable, guys, how much some people are so involved. Like, just like I'm like in awe of these people, to be honest. But I feel personally, this is just very personal opinion, I feel nothing influences a human being's life like art does. Movies, music, books that you read, these pop cultures, pop culture is predominantly just art, right? Like music, social media is not an art, but you know what I mean. It's like people coming and sharing their opinion. It's perspectives, all that, things that are a matter of opinion, like art, like painting, those things, everything is like, I would say it's part of art. So I feel nothing influences and nothing like changes people's opinions like art does. Like, say for example, people are projecting a particular, a race of people in movies in a good light. Say if they're shown in good light in movies over and over and over again, like for a decade. people's opinion are going to change. People's opinion is going to change, and they are no, like, say it's being shown like for an entire generation, like for 30 or 40 years, people are shown in different light in movies and in songs. Their opinions are going to change for sure, guys. I think that is like the best way to show protest, like to express yourself in an art form. That's like the most effective way to change people's minds. Just my personal opinion. You please feel free to disagree with me. I'm using the red shade in the center. I could just use my finger too. I personally feel music, arts, books, movies, because I understand protesting is it's a lot of work. It's like risky. There's so many risks and so many, like, sometimes even it ends in violence. But protests also are forgotten. Like, if you really want to carry forward that message, that change in perception and perspective about certain people, it has to be carried out in a way where you record, and like people can listen over and over again, like podcasts. Like, say example, music is like remastered, re-recorded, re-released, and reruns. You see how like TV shows are like this, so many reruns. There are even remade movies are remade. I feel these things, music and movies, never die. That's just my opinion. That's why I'm like so like insistent that if you really want to bring a change like to the masses, if you want to change people's opinion in millions of people's opinion, music and movies is the way to go, to be honest. So yeah, I would say artists, musicians, they have a really big responsibility in changing people's minds, and they can change it. Say example, like a person whom you really like is giving you a different perspective over and over again, you will listen to it. At least give them a chance, just you will definitely give that artist a chance, whomever it could be, like filmmakers or like musicians. You'll definitely give them a chance, and you like give them the time of day, you know what I mean? That's actually more important, because a lot of times, even before you open your mouth and say something, people would just downright reject what you're about to say just because the way you look, so your popular people, favorite people need to definitely voice their opinions. And I really appreciate that Jackie Aina here, I don't know if she's the one who first like was egging people on to say something about it. But I think that was the first message I saw here for the tea on Instagram's page. She says, I saw this news on her page that Jackie Aina calls brands out, and then I think Bretman Rock was calling out. He wasn't accusing. I feel he was like Jackie did. He was like egging on influencers to say something. Come on, it's okay. Speak up. You have to say something. Like, this is exactly what I mean. You see how Bretman Rock, he's a popular person. He's in the showbiz. Like, he's in the art world, right? Some kind of an art, right? And the fact that he said that, after that I saw like Patrick Star, maybe after or before. I don't want to say that it wasn't their original opinion or original thought, that it's only like Jackie Aina and Bretman Rock made them to say. No, I'm not saying that. You know what I'm trying to say. When someone tells you, you're like, yeah, sure, why not? We could say it. And then how the word spreads, especially on social media. It's like compounds, and it just like, it snowballs. Personally, I think that's a word. It snowballs and reaches millions and millions of people. And even people who don't live in the States, definitely like millions of people who have millions of subscribers. I'm wondering what to do next. I'm just sitting and chatting. So definitely I feel art is the way to go. Like protest, definitely it's a way to show, but just my opinion, guys, just my opinion. Please feel free to disagree with me if you want to. So I'm using this blue blue shade, which is Orion's belt on the Yes, I'm just want to use it right here, that just the crease area, just to see how it looks. I believe I used that shade. Yeah. Going to use like a smaller, dense, like blending brush. Just going to do that. Yes, that's pretty much what I'm going to do. Yeah. So yeah, that was something that was in my mind. If you really want to change the masses, people need to make movies or like come out with advertisements or like songs where they show people in different light. If you keep doing that, I feel perceptions will change. I mean, millennials are the next generations. The baby boomers are completely opposite, I would say, to the millennials. I'm very, very, very proud to be millennial, and we are definitely so different from the baby boomers, guys. And I'm sure if this I feel we are kind of going the right direction, calling people out, especially because of social media, calling people out and saying, oh, you did this wrong. And okay, I know everybody's like cancel culture, social media. I kind of support the cancel culture, to be honest. Why should someone be let go scot-free because they have apologized? So what? We're just mentioning something you did in the past. Apologize again. If you still feel sorry about it, apologize again. And I don't know. I feel social media is amazing at calling people out, and I'm all for it. Even if like, so what if you apologize once? Like it's coming back all the time. It is going to come back all the time, because that's how impactful, that's how much of a negative impact that person might have created because of their words or because of their actions. So it is going to come back. People are still hurt about it. So yeah, I'm just using this another shade, which is actually like a green, as an inner corner highlight. So personally, I'm not exactly like bullying. Yes, obviously this also entails a little bit of bullying sometimes, which I'm not for, obviously. But but calling out culture, yes. Why forget what you did? I mean, people can, the thing is, people are kind of like joining in again and again, like because that's how social media works. There are new people always coming in, and there's going to be like a cycle where your past things are going to come up again and again. So yeah, it's, if you're in social media, if you're in showbiz, if you're in public eye, these things are going to happen. It's going to come up again and again and again. I feel that's what you signed up for, to be honest. If it's just like, if you're not in the public eye, you just have to convince your family and friends, and that's it. But if you're in the social media, if you're in the public eye, you have to convince. As the more popular you get, the more people are going to get to know you, and more people you need to convince, So that's pretty much the look, to be honest. So I'm just going to apply some eyeshadow and then, eyeliner, and just like blend it with my eyeshadow and then a mascara, and that's it. We are done. Okay. So I will say that the US is not alone in this, guys, in this discriminatory killing, murders. US is not alone, believe me. There's like murders happening all around the world. In India, hang on, I'm just trying to figure out where my eyeliner is. Oh man. In India, people, there's this caste-based discrimination in India. So a man getting killed, like the so-called lower caste man getting killed because he was just eating his meal in front of so-called higher caste man, is a very, it's not uncommon. I'm telling you, I'm not making this up. I will surely find a very latest article, because these things happens all the time. I'm confident I'll be able to find an article like that, something that happened recent, where a higher caste man like killed a lower caste man because he was eating in front of him. This is not uncommon at all. People who, like Muslims who are like, right now I kind of read like an article where it said that Muslims are targeted in India because they are like, someone started a rumor that they are spreading COVID-19. It's like COVID jihad or something like that. They are like waging war because some nonsense. So like I said, you are not alone, guys. I'm just using some kajal in the lower lash line just to give some little definition. And the most like obviously happening, most frequent I think, is also Muslims accused of, you know that cows are actually considered, what's the word, holy, or I don't even know what the word is. So Hindus don't eat cows. Oh yes, it's considered I don't know if it's considered a goddess or it's considered like goddess's favorite animal. I'm not sure, but it's definitely given like god status in India. So, but people of other religion don't consider that unclean, right? So they eat beef. So definitely in North India, eating beef can get you killed, or even like hearing a rumor that you're selling beef or eating beef can get you killed for sure. There are a lot of Hindu extremists, and definitely crimes against Muslims have definitely increased after very, very recently. I'm just using a black eyeliner for the eyelids. So like I said, you are not alone. And even if it's not religion, it's just like intercaste marriages can end in deaths very, very, very easily. That is not uncommon. All these honor killings, right? All these honor killings that happening, India is actually pretty it's pretty frequent, guys. I was just about to say not frequent. It's pretty frequent. You would not believe how frequent it is, especially in the villages. And when I say villages, these are not isolated people. They just go back to their villages to get married. But they come back to the city to work and just like earn their livings and to just for their to lead regular lives. These people actually come back to the big cities, like all the metropolitan cities. But just to get married, when they go back, their families are, a little conservative. And then is that even the right? I'm just like lowering their cruelty by calling them conservative. All these bad people, they're just bad people, can really definitely kill your spouse if you marry out of your caste. If a higher caste boy marries a lower caste girl, they can definitely kidnap you and like kill your wife and your child. It's scary, but it happens frequently, guys. I'm not even joking. The status is not good. Just the prejudice and the hate crimes around the world is so common now that social media is like I said, I love social media. Honor killings used to be like unheard of, but it's not unheard of. It's happening. It's just because of social media we're coming to know more about it. I was looking for my favorite mascara and then I couldn't find it, so I'm going to use YSL Shock. So this is my look, guys. That's it. I didn't have to clean up anything because I used Viseart eyeshadows. I'm just going to go straight in with a blush after this. So you are not alone. Everywhere, like I said, this is more like a routine. Even in India, all these hate crimes are still going on. Only way to do the only way to stop this is to change. Even people of my generation, millennials, I have seen them make like subliminal racist posts, liking subliminal racist posts, like outrageous posts in social media, and it's like shocked me. I studied with this person, I went to school with this person, I went to college with this person. This person was not like this at all, and now wow. So like I said, it's going to take like generations to really change if there's a proactive like you know, plan in motion. Otherwise it's just going to be the same. It's going to take, I don't think it's going to change at all. There has to be proactive like things put in motion, like changes where the kind of people whom we see on in the movies, in songs, and how they, what kind of role they play in the movies, all those things needs to change. So yeah, that is it. I was actually I wanted to talk about weight because I recently saw Adele's weight loss on social media, and I was like, I think it's a good topic to talk about. But then you know, this happened and I was like, okay, Adele's weight loss has to wait. So yeah, let me quickly grab some moisturizer. Hang on, what am I trying to do? I'm just going to take a highlighter brush and then put it just in the highlighting area. This is a very subtle highlighter. I don't know if you can even see the pink. The highlighting side, hang on. Highlighting side is actually kind of sheer, but on top of the blush it really clings. It really does. So I just wanted to come here and share my thoughts and opinions. I think it gives like a little bit of depth, and it is kind of sweating in. So all this glow is mixed with sweat and a little bit of oil and a little bit of sunscreen, all mixed in together. So I just want to take some powder and set my face and get rid of all the oils. I can feel the heat. I can really do. That's better. That's much better. So let's put some more, blush. Next step is blush. I'm going. So I use this as a highlighter. So that's the glow that you see. Then I'm going to use a matching blush. I'm going to put a lot. Can you even see it? Yes, a little, right? You can definitely, in person it's so pink. It's so pink. I'm like, no, not so much, but it's okay. I'm not going anywhere. If I were to go outside, I would probably tone this down. So yeah, you can see the pink in my face. And then what else? I think the cheeks are done. That's pretty much it. Eyebrows, and that is it, guys. Hope I didn't bore you guys. Just chatting. Eyebrows, and that is done. Yes. Oh, lipstick. Hang on. I haven't put lipstick on. It's a little better. And hang on. I already have something on my lips. This is Bite Beauty, I think Pepper. Amuse Bouche lipstick. Pepper. And where is the lipstick? Hang on. Yes. This is in the shade Rule the World. This is like crazy pink. Look at that. Oh my god. But I'm going to use this color for my upper lip too. This amount of color on the upper lip. See, that is it. If you really want that crazy pink list, you can just go in and you can just do it again. So that is the finished look, you guys. This is the look that I got a lot of compliments. Oh, now you can see a lot of pink on my cheeks. I think it's like setting on my face. It's setting and the pink is like really coming out. You can see the pink, and that is the look. Hope you guys enjoyed this chat. Tell me what you think about everything I said. What if you agree, if you disagree? All opinions are welcome. And I will see you guys very soon. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked watching it, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.